Two things result from this fact. Working men of all countries unite. I am nothing, but I must be everything. To be radical is to grasp things by the root. These words are also inscribed upon his grave. If anything is certain, it is that I myself am not a Marxist. Reason has always existed, but not always in a reasonable form. Go on, get out. Last words are for fools who haven't said enough. The last capitalist we hang shall be the one who sold us the rope. The history of all hitherto existing society is the history of class struggles. Communism is already acknowledged by all European powers to be in itself a power. The proletarians have nothing to loose but their chains. They have a world to win. Goodreads helps you follow your favorite authors. Be the first to learn about new releases. Religion is the impotence of the human mind to deal with occurrences it cannot understand. The philosophers have only interpreted the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. We have no compassion, and we ask no compassion from you. When our turn comes, we shall not make excuses for the terror. The bourgeoisie has torn away from the family its sentimental veil, and has reduced the family relation to a mere money relation. Under no pretext should arms and ammunition be surrendered. Any attempt to disarm the workers must be frustrated, by force if necessary. Let the ruling classes tremble at a communistic revolution. The proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win. It is not the consciousness of men that determines their being, but, on the contrary, their social being that determines their consciousness. The oppressed are allowed once every few years to decide which particular representatives of the oppressing class are to represent and repress them. There is no royal road to science, and only those who do not dread the fatiguing climb of its steep paths have a chance of gaining its luminous summits. Hegel remarks somewhere that all great world historical facts and personages occur, as it were, twice. He has forgotten to add, the first time as tragedy, the second as farce. A specter is haunting Europe, the specter of communism. All the powers of old Europe have entered into a holy alliance to exorcise this specter. Pope and Tsar, Metternich and Guizot, French radicals and German police spies. Surround yourself with people who make you happy, people who make you laugh, who help you when you're in need, people who genuinely care. They are the ones worth keeping in your life. Everyone else is just passing through. The bourgeoisie has stripped of its halo every occupation hitherto honored and looked up to with reverent awe. It has converted the physician, the lawyer, the priest, the poet, the man of science, into its paid wage laborers. It is high time that communists should openly, in the face of the whole world, publish their views, their aims, their tendencies, and meet this nursery tale of the specter of communism with a manifesto of the party itself. If money is the bond binding me to human life, binding society to me, connecting me with nature and man, is not money the bond of all bonds? Can it not dissolve and bind all ties? Is it not, therefore, also the universal agent of separation? Religious suffering is, at one and the same time, the expression of real suffering and a protest against real suffering. Religion is the sigh of the oppressed creature, the heart of a heartless world, and the soul of soulless conditions. It is the opium of the people. Where is the party in opposition that has not been decried as communistic by its opponents in power? Where the opposition that has not hurled back the branding reproach of communism against the more advanced opposition parties, as well as against its reactionary adversaries? The abolition of religion as the illusory happiness of the people is the demand for their real happiness. To call on them to give up their illusions about their condition is to call on them to give up a condition that requires illusions. The criticism of religion is, therefore, in embryo, the criticism of that veil of tears of which religion is the halo. Freeman and slave, patrician and plebeian, lord and serf, guildmaster and journeyman, in a word, oppressor and oppressed, stood in constant opposition to one another, carried on an uninterrupted, now hidden, now open fight that each time ended, either in the revolutionary reconstitution of society at large, or in the common ruin of the contending classes.